what it is. So right now we talked about, you got a couple projects going on, and I know you're working with a lot of other things right now as well.
Yeah.
So besides the projects that you got going on that you're working on for yourself, what other projects are you behind and producing?
I stay working with a lot of artists because a lot of artists hit me up for mixing and mastering.
Yeah.
So, because I do mixing and mastering too, because I've been engineering for years. So, that's how I really started getting really my feet wet into the game. I got a studio.
Okay.
And then when I was engineering, doing studio time, for people just to, pay for the rent at the studio or whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I started doing beats because, it wasn't no producers to get no beats from in the Bay. It ain't like it was now, you know what I mean?
A million motherfuckers out here.
Everybody back then was charging stupid stacks,
Right.
to get a beat. So that's when we started making our own beats. We used to get drum machines and keyboards off the street. So I work with a bunch of artists though. I could just start naming people, but as far as something got zapped. Oh, there we go. As far as like who I'm working with now in my camp, like Boss Tone, for sure my cousin Drew down, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And my son Lee Bailey and Half Breed, what I mean? That's all I'm gonna keep saying. I'm gonna keep pumping the home team.
Keep
you know what I
pumping
mean?
the camp for sure. Keep pumping the camp. Yeah. For sure. Okay, so that's what you're doing right now. So tell me this: you worked with a lot of legends in the past. What were some of the best times? I know you got a few stories of some of the legends that you worked with.
You know what? Paul Wall was cool as fuck, man.
Okay.
Paul Wall was really cool.
Yeah. You went out there to go fuck with him, or you came out
he
here?
came out here.
Okay.
He bought his own ticket and everything. He was in the hood with us, and Paul Wall was cool, man. That's a real down to earth. Every time I hit him for a verse, it's done. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
I got songs with him unreleased too, just like a few of them. I ain't dropped yet because I want to make sure I can push him. He on the go bus, and I got a bunch of stuff with Paul. 40.
Okay.
40 was cool.
Okay.
When I did my song Sitting on Butter with him, he wanted me to send it through the email, and I was like,
Pull up.
if I'm paying you,
Right.
I've been spending money on your music for years, man. You got to come get in this lab. So we had to find a studio where he was comfortable at, and just so happened that D Wiz, that's one of his studios that he been going to for years. D Wiz is a dope engineer. He used to have a studio in Berkeley. I think it's still in Berkeley, matter of fact.
Right.
And I already knew that he knew D Wiz because one of my boys be doing work for D Wiz. So I said, "What about D Wiz?" And he was like, "Oh shit." Boom, he met me there, you know what I mean? He pulled up with a jug of wine.
Of course.
Yeah, 40 was hella cool.
Of course.
He was perking.
Speaking of 40, they just had the battle with I call it a celebration with him and Short.
The verses, yeah.
The verses, yeah. Being as though that was put out, you think that shed a little more light on the Bay Area? As far as
man.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Bay Area always been in the spotlight for sure.
But you know what it is, though? You're right though, because when stuff like that happens and that open people's eyes again, like, oh yeah,
I forgot that.
You know what I mean?
I forgot he was behind that.
Like, hold on, let me go see what's popping with the Bay, because they are trendsetters and they do be having, songs that's man, we got some real classic, some songs from the Bay. We got some legends from the Bay, man, for real. Like the soil out here, San Francisco. I ain't talking about just rappers though. I'm talking about like, old school funk bands and singers like In Vogue and Tony. Come on, man.
Trey 5-7, everybody.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, Hammer. Can't nobody. I don't care what you say about Hammer.
Right.
He sold more records than everybody.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like we got some legends that really did some things. 40 and Too Short is one of them.
Right.
I loved it, that verse, but I wish. It was some songs that got left off. I was like,
too many songs. Man. They got too many hits.
I was mad when 40 didn't play Mr. Flamboyant. He played the intro, then cut it off. I was like, what happened to Federal?
Yeah.
Carlos Rossi Ryan. That's everything I grew up on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my cousin Roland, he used to always had the tapes. That's how I really learned about music from the back of my cousin Roland. When I go to my grandmother's house for Christmas and Thanksgiving, he used to have everything.
Pull up
I'm talking about Dre Dogg, E40,
everything.
everything. You know what I mean? We go over there. He over there playing new music. I'm like, okay.
Right.
About a month or two go by, I had to come steal it from him. Okay, I know you didn't soak this up already. You finna go buy that new whoever was hot at that time. I don't want to say her name right now.
Around that time, it was a lot of shit. Click, 40.
Oh man.
Spice One.
So many.
Exactly.
It was so many Bay artists at that time. But then we still had like the underground scene out here always been big, and cats know that we really started a movement as far as pushing the underground movement and staying independent.
Right.
Because we had independent distributors that was signing Bay artists because they was doing units, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Independent Records was a big platform back then. They had everybody on that level from Short to 40 to RBL to Coog Nut to Totally Insane.
Right.
Independent Records had everybody. And that was a big thing. City Hall.
Hey, you know what? Being as though you just said independent records right now, people doing it independent. You think right now it's best to stay independent or try to find a major?
I mean, it's always good to stay independent.
Right.
You know, I think the only reason why cats be going major, because they want to be known everywhere, all over the world. They want that, you know what I mean? But then when they get that, they wish they would have stayed independent, man.
Hey, but you can stay independent and sign a distribution, right?
You can,
Right.
you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm pretty sure that you got to have something jumping, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that, because it's so many cats just blowing up off the internet, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, a cat will put something on
TikTok.
on SoundCloud or whatever.
Yeah.
Tickety-tockety.
Right.
You know, he big. He done got 1 billion streams, you know what I
Right.
mean? Cat's going platinum on TikTok, you know what I mean?
That's real shit.
That's crazy.
That's real shit. Yeah, a lot of these internet rappers blowing up off of some one hits.
Yeah.
So you know you mentioned Paul Wall. So that obviously says you worked with people from coast to coast.
Oh man.
What was the best place you've been to?
Daz. I forgot.
Oh, Daz.
I forgot to mention Daz. Daz.
Corrupt
from
Daz.
Dogg
Daz
Pound.
and Corrupt. Yeah.
That's my nigga. Like,
I just seen
for
him
real.
online the other day too.
Like he came out when he came out here. This is after the little JT incident. So he came back out here because he know it's money in the Bay. He was moving around giving verses back when he was out here the first time.
Right.
When he came back, I took him to a bunch of other little cities that he never even hit when he was with JT back then. You know what I mean? Like 'cause he came out here and put out projects with JT the Bigger Figure.
Right.
But he ended up coming back because the Bay was still, you know, it was still popping at that time. Like right around the hyphy movement, like right before the hyphy movement jumped off. Dad was out here doing features. I took
Hey,
him
but the
everywhere.
projects that he was doing with Jay, they wasn't dropping, right?
Yeah.
Are they all dropped?
Long Beach to Fillmore,
Okay.
all them albums, man.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. JT was putting out so many projects, you probably will overlook about 30 of them. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
he's putting out 100 projects a week.
Right.
You know, that dude was
Gotta eat.
working. Yeah, he was like the Master P of the the independent scene, the grimy independent scene. You know
Master
what I
P
mean?
was dropping an album every week,
Oh my God.
if not twice a week.
Yeah, he was tearing the game up back then. You know what I mean?
You know. So working coast to coast and doing shows coast to coast was some of the best places you've been at. I usually hear down south be some of the dopest shit.
You know what? You know what's crazy? I never even really been down south.
Okay.
Because you know the Bay, we pop in certain parts of down south, but I'm like Kansas City.
Right.
They love us in KC. Everybody from the Bay probably been to KC. I've been out there a handful of times. I mean, they didn't pay me to come and do a boatload of shows.
Right.
For real. And Ohio is another.
That shit was lit.
Akron, Ohio. That's where Ampacino from. So, you know, Ampacino, they love the Jack out there. So when Amp and Jack did an album, that made the Bay get popping in Ohio. So then Ohio started being another good platform for the Bay Area. So, yeah, Ohio, Minnesota. Where's Minnesota at? Is that the?
Nah, that's kind of like up
It was
north,
cold
but
as fuck out there. I know it
Hella
had to
cold.
be. It had to be something like the East Coast or something.
Hella cold.
I don't know if it's the East Coast or the South, but that thing was. I'm talking about. It was so cold out in Minnesota.
It's cold
man.
right now over there, the motherfuckers
Man,
right
that
now.
thing was like below zero. It felt like. For real, I had fools walking up to us trying to hand us
CDs.
PCP cigarettes.
Oh hell nah. Trying to keep a motherfucker warm.
Oh, I wonder if Yuck remember that. We in the mall. This nigga pulled up like, y'all want to hit this? Like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck away from us, nigga.
Like, that's how
This nigga looked like he was on one. I'm talking about cigarette, wet, dripping, like he just. That was the most maniest walk up I ever had.
Hey, yeah, you got a lot of projects with Yuck too, huh?
Yeah, that's bro. You know, I'm in the regime. You know,
Right. So you moving around.
Yeah. You know, I actually mixed and mastered the last two Regine albums that we had dropped. I put them all, not just mixed and mastered. I arranged them, recorded most of them. You know what I mean? Because we got people from everywhere, all over. You know, we got Monster Ganja he in Hawaii, Tech Nine from KC. He be everywhere. You know what I mean? We got BG Bula Wound. He from KC. And we got cats in where's that other city I went to? I forget, man. We got a bunch of cats in like one little city I can't. Colorado.
Okay.
Colorado. We got cats in Colorado. We
Right.
got man, we got people from all over in the region.
Just spread out.
Spread out for real. So I would have verses
Okay.
from all these people, and I got to put them all together on one song.
Oh shit.
In a session and mix it. You know, it was a lot of work though, like hours. You know, I took spent hours on them albums, like for
That's
real.
something you enjoy doing though, yeah.
Yeah, I do. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, I used to enjoy it more, but now it's like, oh God. You know what I mean? I be dreading it sometimes, but you know what? Once I start doing it, I can't stop. Because I know once I get there, I'm going to mix a whole album damn near in one day. That's how I be. You know, once I start doing something, I can't stop till it's done.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm some perfectionist type of shit.
Because I be just on it. Once I get in the groove, I'm going. You know what I mean? He be like, damn, you the Michael Jordan on the Pro Tools. Clickety-click, for real. I'm talking, I went to big labs, and these cats has been doing shit for years. Like G-Man standing there. I'm doing shit that he don't even know about. You know what I mean? They still trying to find the tempo. I'm like, man, you ain't got to do that. Give me that click, blam, boom.
Take over the studio real quick.
I'm talking about the big SSL boards. You know what I mean? G-Man, he got 4 15s in the wall, 2 18-inch subs in the flow. Wow, that's fun. I'm talking about that thing. I'm finna mix my album at G-Man's because I forgot about G-Man Stand.
That's hella fun.
G-Man Stand's there, boy.
Well, shit. You said you do enjoy it when you do get in there, and obviously you enjoy it. You got a record label, Major Music. Let's talk about some of your artists. I know you mentioned a few of them earlier. I heard you talk a lot about Hybrid as well, so let's talk about it.
Yeah, but see, the whole thing about me and the people that I do business with and that's in my circle,
right?
Everybody got their own labels. Ain't nobody got a sign. You know,
sure.
I want everybody to have their own movement.
Get money.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, everybody had their own movement. You know, my son got his own label. Half-Breed got his own label. You know, Boss Tone got his own thing. You know, but we come together and do, you know, Easy Money, or I do the regime stuff, or, you know what I mean? It's like, but we all come together when it's time to come together, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's a good thing. So, I mean, as far as the people I work with close, you know what I mean, it's just the people I named before. But I really don't have too many artists. I tried to do that at one point, but then cats get mad when they're, you know what I mean, because sometimes people's expectations be
definitely
through the roof. And then when something don't pop off, they want to, man, my album, come on, man. You already knew that. I've been doing this for forever, man. You know, sometimes it just don't pop. You know what I mean? If you really want to, you got to put some money into it. You got to invest in yourself, especially nowadays, because you'll get overlooked so fast, man. It's new stuff coming out every hour.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, nah, I totally understand that. You know, we talked a lot about you and Jacka. Tell us a couple funny ass Jacka stories. I know you got some.
Oh man, you know, Jacka. It's too.
I know
many.
You got some.
Jacka is fucking ridiculous. He was fucking so funny. Like Jack, when this around when motherfuckers was drinking, we was drinking lean, heavy. I'm talking about heavy, like pints. Niggas was getting fat as hell. You know.
Right.
Motherfuckers would fall asleep in the studio. This nigga Jack, this when he was working on Tear Gas, he would put toilet tissues between their fingers and light them motherfuckers on fire. You know, niggas, imagine you sleeping and then you just get burnt in your sleep.
Oh, he do it to other
like,
motherfuckers.
Niggas jumping up, niggas like, niggas, I'm talking about motherfuckers jumping up like fucking they just seen a ghost.
That's funny.
I kicked my headphones off from it. Yeah, Jack at that one, and then, let me see, what else? Jack he was a character.
Yeah, rest in peace, Jack.
Some of them stories I can't. It's kind of
Nah, don't do it. Don't do it if you can't do it. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't even mad at you.
Nah, but yeah, you know what? He liked playing pranks on cats. Jack was a real funny dude. He was a real down to earth. He wasn't no funny style cat. You know what I mean? Like he'd kick it with everybody.
That's what's up. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. We'll be back in a second. It's Keeping It Lit with Lee Majors. Yo, welcome back to the Keeping It Lit. I'm your host, Bula, and we back with Lee Majors. What's going on, man?
Oh, man, what's good with it, man?
Technicals. All right, so I see you got some merch, man. What you got? You got some pretty dope-ass hats?
Man, that's all I brought today because, it kind of slipped. I started to bring, like, a few different things. What I got is, I do got hats.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I got different colors, though, but these are two that I had, the two different ones I had brought. But I had did...
What's the name of the brand?
Turkey Bag Boy.
Turkey Bag Boy.
Turkey
Okay.
Bag Boy clothing company. Yeah. So, but we do other things besides clothing. Like we got backpacks.
Okay.
And I did like these little vests. You know the vest cats be wearing. Like you put like a vest on top of this, on top of they flannel or something like that. Also, yeah, we got those type of like those puff vests. I got the idea from my son. It was crazy because my son got a clothing line too, right? Longevity. He got a bunch of different, the styles and shit. When I seen him, I was like, dude, he's messing with the dude that used to press my CDs up, Kev Brown.
Okay.
Likewise Media. So I ended up going to him, and because Kev always he was doing CDs at first. Then he started doing duplication, where like the little singles and snippets and all that. He was doing stickers. I'm like, this fool Kev be having his hands in everything. Yeah, he a black entrepreneur, and he stay at. So y'all look up Likewise Media, because Kev Brown, he been around for a long time, and he's doing embroidery now.
Okay. So where can we cop the the brand?
Right now, man, I'm just selling them myself. I've been dumping them myself.
Okay.
I really haven't even went super hard with it. You know what I mean? I just have them, so when I go out and do things, but I'm gonna start going hard with because I'm learning new things about the clothing and like merch and stuff, because
that shit ain't easy.
I'm trying to do everything. I'm trying to do like weed trays and lighters, and I want to do a little bit of everything. Yeah. So, cause just clothes, it'd be a hit and a miss with the clothing line. It's too many clothing lines. You gotta start stepping outside the box and doing a bunch of different things.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Not only do I rap, I engineer. You know what I mean? I make beats. I got a clothing line. You know what I mean? I sell dope on the side. You
got 15 jobs.
Nah, I'm
fucking with you. Yeah. Oh shit! Before we wrap it up, 2020 was a fucked up year, rough year. What we looking for 2021 for you?
Man,
what should we be looking out for? What release dates should we be looking for?
A bunch of projects. I want to do a project every month because I got enough material to do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just really gotta, take it serious. Cause I want to do that one year. I didn't get a chance to do it, but I might just start going hard every month the rest of the year and just put out a project. Cause I got enough stuff to do that, or just a bunch of singles. I might just flood it with a bunch of singles. You know what I mean?
Motherfuckers enjoy that too.
Imagine if I dropped a song a day. I could really do that though. You know what I mean? Like a song a day. Mm-hmm. I could upload it. Well, it'll take me a minute to get the flow going, because my distributor. I could probably upload it and it'll go up everywhere like in probably like a few days. That's the probably soonest, like a day or up to 3. But sometimes I try to set a date, like so I can promote it and people will know it's coming in. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like a couple weeks from now, a month from now, something like that. But I'm finna start dropping a bunch of stuff soon. Like every month I'm gonna be dropping something new. So every month you could just start seeing. I'm gonna start flooding it, you know what I mean, how I used to,
They take us off quarantine, you can already start putting some videos out?
I'm finna start doing videos on the quarantine.
Oh, on quarantine?
Yeah, shit, niggas doing video on quarantine, shit. I'm just, it's just how you move, man. You gotta be safe, man, you know what I mean? Like, everywhere you go, you like in the public, you gotta, if you don't know who you are, man, you gotta wear a mask, man, because cats will be sick
in your face.
Yeah, and they don't even know it, because they like, you don't even feel that shit for like 5 days or some weird shit. You know what I mean? Like that corona shit is hella weird. You know what I mean? Like, man, for real. I thought I had that shit one time some months back.
I've been lucky to shake that shit.
I'm dying.
I try to stay out the way.
Yeah, my one homie said, I know a few people that caught that shit. Some people get it worse than the other ones, though.
Yeah, that's what you never know how it's gonna hit.
My partner said he feel like he was gonna die. He was like, I cannot get comfortable. I'm on the floor by my bed, like you know what I'm talking. You be like over drunk, you sick as fuck. Your stomach just won't start throwing up or something.
Sober as fuck, you're sick.
You ain't heaving nothing. You just throwing up nothing. You know what I mean? The lining from your stomach. He said it was like worse than that, like the flu, 10 times worse than the flu. That shit is crazy. But I've been watching the news. Man, they talking about, is a new virus even deadlier than corona? I'm like,
it's a new virus once a month. Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man, deadlier than corona? That shit just changed the world,
Corona
man.
got like 5 different strains.
Corona is some bullshit. They didn't, you know what I mean? That's some man-made bullshit.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers over there playing with monkey badasses and shit like that. Come on, somebody ate a bat and shit, and the shit got. Come on, man, what the? That shit is crazy, man. That shit is killing hella people, dude. That shit done like turned the whole world around, man. I was thinking about that. I was like, man, that's just crazy, man. My kids to be here during that time, they didn't get me because that is, oh man.
What's fucked up is little shit like that stopped our whole economy. Fucked up people's jobs, fucked up people's living situations.
Real, if you wasn't a hustler before Corona hit, woo-hoo.
Kids doing school through Zoom and shit now, that shit is
horrible.
Out of pocket.
That's the main thing that's really messing us up because the kids, they're not getting the right education at home, and we know that.
That's real shit.
You know what I mean? I don't care if I was there with my kids every day. They still won't learn how they would at a school. You know, because I'm not a teacher, and you know what I mean? Like, when you go to school, you got to pay attention. You know what I mean? Kids, especially when they're that young, because their brains are still developing. You know, so they missing all this time. A whole year go by with no school? Come on, man.
And they still talking about they don't know when they're going back.
Exactly, man. What's going on?
I'm going to keep it lit. I'm really not in a rush for my kid to go back because they still don't know what's really going on with these vaccines.
Man, that's what I'm trying to tell people. People like, I'm going to get the vaccine. I'm like, hold on, man. You don't even know what it's doing yet.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
I think we got to go.
All right, well, shit, man. We're going to go ahead and take it back to another break. It's Keepin' It Lit with Lee Majors.
Smoke break.
Yeah. Boom, welcome back to Keepin' It Lit. Still here with Lee Majors. Yo, so before we wrap up out of here, man, where can they reach you at? What you got going? You got websites, you got social medias.
Yep, social media.
Before we get out of there, though, hold on. What's up with the DVDs? I heard you was making DVDs back in the day.
I did, man. I missed them days.
He was making movies?
Ghetto Gumball, he had a DVD come out. Like you know when the people was dropping DVDs and it was hot for a minute. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But then it started getting flooded like it always does. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I used to drop DVDs, and that's a good hustle. That's a good lucrative.
Yeah.
I think I made, man, off DVDs you make a lot of money though. You know what I mean? I just tripped off that because I want to bring that back. Ain't nobody doing no DVDs right now. Ain't nobody got DVD players, so I'm gonna do MP4s or MOVs, MOV file. Yeah, there's nobody doing street DVDs no more, or behind the scenes because the Bay started that thing where you got a DVD with side shows, rappers,
Remember that shit?
women, whatever, cats in the hood, shows, studio. You know what I mean? Everything on one. And fans see that, and they get to interact with the artists like that. That's how, you know what I mean? It's like it was a good thing. You know what I mean? Really, the DVDs. What it is we got to start getting creative and doing something different now.
I mean, you know, everything is a hustle.
Yeah,
I mean, if
you
YouTube
can't do
DVDs, you can do digital now. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah.
But shit, where can they contact you?
Everything is Lee Majors 510. I'm talking about like my Facebook, my Instagram, Twitter, Lee Majors 510, and my Gmail, Lee Majors 510. And you just type in Lee Majors 510, you'll find me.
Appreciate you.
Me. But my website, though, I'm working. These motherfuckers, man. I swear, man.
Shit just don't want to go right.
I didn't pay these motherfuckers to the website. Yeah. But you know what it was, though? I didn't find there was some cats that was out of the country or something. I should have known, you know what I mean? Like, and these cats, man, they don't know what's going on. Man, these fools, I can't even understand these fools. Man, come on, man. This
Swear they're gonna do the best work.
Right.
Right.
They showed me a super dope layout, like it's gonna be like this, and then it ain't nothing like that. I'm like, man, these fools, man. And I didn't bread these fools up. You know what I mean? I'm like, but my website will be coming soon. It's Lee Majors Online. That's all it is. LeeMajorsOnline.com. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. Yep.
I'm gonna walk us out here. Yo, thank you guys for tuning in. Lee Majors, enjoyed your time, man. You brought us up and talked about a lot of shit that I'm pretty sure a lot of motherfuckers didn't know about.
I wish we had more time, man. Sorry about the videos getting snatched, but
oh no, that's all good. I mean, we would definitely do this again if you had some time.
It probably was Empire, so
it's all good. It's all good. And just like you know what, you got some projects dropping soon, so we gotta hop back in here and really talk about it.
Always.
And hopefully we can give the people some of the videos without them trying to jump in and technical us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, I'm about to bring some stuff that's unreleased.
It's all good.
That's what you do. If you bring it to the bloggers and the radio people first, boom, you ain't got to worry about it getting snatched. You know what I mean? You know, bring it to y'all first.
We'll work it out. All right, y'all. It's Lee Majors. Yo, it's Keepin' It Lit. Or if it ain't pure, it's cut. See y'all next week.
Keep it lit.
It's cut. Let's keep it lit.